welcome to the fifth part of my A to Z of autism and Asperger's syndrome. Please ignore the eye, guys. That I don't know why. It's just like, I think the way I'm positioned, but like when I move, like it's the same. It's definitely not just my eye. I think it's just the lighting and the way it's positioned, etc., etc. But I can't do much about the lighting because it's obviously dark outside. So yeah, just ignore the eye. I've tried to cut the eye out, but that makes it worse. So I'm kind of going off tangent a bit. So guys, we're on letter A, and the topic we're going to be talking about today is education. And education is like such a massive topic, like it's crazily massive, and like I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to start at like where I think people would want me to start. And that is the question. I have an autistic child. Do I send them to mainstream or special? Guys, this is about England. I'm hoping I have views that aren't from England. I probably do, I'm guessing. Guys like me if you're not English. I like my foreigners. So, yeah, I'm talking about English schools only because I don't know about anybody else. Not that I care either. So, yes. So, in England, like special needs kids either get sent to special school or a mainstream school. But I think like under the Equality Act of 2010 or something like that, the mainstream schools do have to like literally accommodate children with special educational needs. So really, what the government think the best place for special needs children is in a mainstream school with extra support. I don't think that's necessarily true, guys. I'm not going to lie. I don't agree with Dave on this one. David Cameron, Prime Minister, total wanker. Don't talk to me about him. I think that, for me, and for people like me, so high functioners, I think, oh my god, I think if I had an autistic daughter, especially a daughter, I just don't know what I would do, but I would not send her to a mainstream secondary school. I just don't think I could do it. I mean, I'm not normal, but I fitted in with people, and I wasn't bullied, I wasn't a loner much. I was for a while, but not really a long time. So it makes a difference if you can fit in, but if you can't fit in, then you're going to have a bit of trouble because, secondary school ain't a nice place. The people in it ain't nice. So then you think, should I send my child to a special school? Not if they're high functioning, guys, unless it's an autistic school. There are a few autistic schools. There's like some down in Somerset, but I don't live in Somerset. I really don't live in Somerset either. So, yeah. But like normal special schools is probably not the best place for people with Asperger's, especially only because there's so many varying degrees of disability that go to special schools, and it is difficult because if they're almost in that environment, they almost become more disabled. My gosh, people are probably thinking, oh my god, what the fuck is she on about? So sorry if I offended you by saying that, guys, but I think it's true and it's my vlog, so yeah, so I think that is quite bad. It can sort of make them a bit more disabled and they're not getting the opportunities that they would be. There needs to be a school in the middle, and I've always thought if you have Asperger's, you either really disabled. No, if you don't have Asperger's, you're either really disabled, you go to special needs school, you're really able, so you go to mainstream school. There's nothing for children in between. It's not just Asperger's, learning difficulties, children that have been abused and that possess, I don't know, social, emotional, behavioural difficulties, all that stuff. There should be a school for them, but unfortunately there isn't, so we have to make do with either special or mainstream. The first thing you've got to do, guys, if you're like an autistic parent and you want to send your child to a mainstream school, make sure they have a statement saying special educational needs. I had one, got 25 hours, didn't get that many hours, but that's a different story. That's the school's fault, not the statement's fault. So yeah, try and get them a statement, otherwise you're just going to get no help at all and no one will give a shit. Make sure the special needs facilities are good and make sure that the people there are kind, because in my experience they're really not always kind. In fact, they can be the complete opposite. It's making me shiver just thinking about it. yeah, there are too many things, guys, and yeah, I think it's really important to like do all those things like before when you like go looking around like in year seven, no, not year seven, year six, when you transfer to a secondary school. I mean, by all means, like check out special schools, like especially if they're like specialist autistic schools, and of course that's different. But then you get like the special schools where the children can't even walk and talk and have to like be fed and stuff when they're like 16. So obviously you're not going to want that for your autistic child because it's not the right environment for them to be in. But then again, you could go to a mainstream school for them to be like bullied all the time and misunderstood and go off the rails like I did. I know I'm not very positive, guys. I've kind of come to the realisation that I'm not, but I'm a realist. I'm not negative. My mum thinks I'm negative. I'm not negative. I'm just a total realist. And unfortunately, these things do happen. And unfortunately, we just have to think about them properly. So my advice for you guys would be probably go to mainstream school. Yet. No, not yet. What am I talking about? But make sure it's the right secondary school. And you know what? I'm not being funny, guys. But if you have to move, move. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, if you have to move, move. Don't just stay in the same place and let your child suffer. If you have children, you have to be prepared for this sort of stuff. I know people don't give birth to children, think they're going to need special attention, but some of them do, so you have to plan for that if you're pregnant. So if you are pregnant, think about it. You might need to move for your child to get the perfect schooling. And if you do, that's chill. Just move. You know what I mean? There are jobs everywhere. I mean, if you have to have a job in the city, there's always going to be good schools in the city because cities get a lot of funding. They get a lot of attention. If you're in the country, then probably a job you could do in a country could be in a town or a city, unless you're a farmer, and then you are pretty fucked. But for all non-farm parents out there, take my advice: move to a place where there is a good mainstream school where you can send your special needs child. It will make their life so much more better. I mean, I love you, mum, love you, dad, but school life wasn't very pleasant, and it's not their fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's more the fault of the assholes who worked in that school, who actually physically tormented me, almost advanced on me. Oh my god, there's this creepy guy. Yeah, and people shout at me, made out that I hit them when I didn't. There's loads of crap going on. And unfortunately, you know, I don't even know what to say about it, guys, but that, unfortunately, is the modern British education system. An education system which is apparently one of the best in the world, my arse. It's not the best in the world, guys. It really isn't. So if you want to come to England for our education system, don't. It's a pile of shit. Anyways, guys, I feel like I've just done a really depressing episode. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next part. Bye, guys.